It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Monday, March 15th, 2021. It's 7 a.m. and daylight savings time is here. Yay!
You're all excited. Yay.
Cheer, cheer. Come on.
Time changes again. They just leave it
just
alone.
Just confuse everybody. Yeah, exactly. So now they got another 2 weeks, people complain, oh, man, I didn't sleep. It was so dark when I get up to go to work.
Dale's all happy to see the change, and I'm just... It is what it is. They just leave it alone.
Don't have to supper at 5:45 in the evening and it's daylight.
Well, the days have been getting longer. You would have
They're
caught up.
getting longer.
One way or the other. I mean, the sun's only out for as long as it is. It doesn't matter.
What about you, Chuckles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Excitement.
Well, they say this may be the last time we do this, they said. They said that during the Trump administration.
I like it. They just need to leave it like this all the time.
Well, yeah. No. That's what I'm saying. They said this may be the last time we change. We may go to like real time and just stay.
You know, he gets excited that it's Monday. I'm not sure why. Then he gets excited because it's dark. I'm not sure why. Then he gets excited because it rains. I'm not sure.
He's just happy he made it out of bed.
Well, at his age,
right.
it's probably a good thing. You know?
You're right behind me, buddy.
He got pepper out in time. He's happy.
Yeah. See, and that's where it really gets messy is because the dog has no idea you move the time.
Oh, no.
The what?
Your dog.
Oh, uh-huh.
You know, it's
my
one of
dog's
them-
got a clock. I tell you what, that dog.
Yeah, but how did you
now his
adjust
clock
your
is,
dog's
how
clock?
do you set him back?
What'd you do? Grab his ears and twist him?
Counterclockwise, clockwise. Which way do you go to get the dog?
One to the
on?
right, the other one to the left, and
Hours
then
and minutes.
Crank his tail if you would.
yeah, and if he gets slow, crank his tail.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, daylight savings time. Yay! You know.
Only thing that means for me is I get to work till 9 o'clock eventually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can stay on that mower longer.
That's it. Now when that starts, I'll get excited. Maybe.
Yeah. Or being at the lake in
Maybe.
the evenings or going out. I love going out down to
I haven't
Cotter.
been to the lake since 1996.
Yeah,
I've driven
But it's,
across it
it's
a few
amazing
times,
how
but
many,
that's
how
about
many
it.
you talk to, how many people lived here. You know, I deal with a lot of people, and that just, the lakes and the rivers, they're there.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no.
No, I kid you not. My wife and I, before we got married, we'd go skiing every weekend. We'd go and we'd ski from Pigeon Creek to the dam. We'd switch and we'd ski back. I haven't skied since 1981, I think is the last time I've
been a while.
skiing.
I'd pay money to see you back up
I
on
would-
skis.
Let's see, how much do I got here?
See, Bob in a little Speedo and
We got a spare camera.
going down the lake. We could maybe raise a couple bucks for one of the charities.
There'd be no Speedo, but I wouldn't get back in the skiing.
If I fall in the lake, the displacement will cause flooding, so I stay out. Anyway, hey, we're enjoying Brewed Awakening Coffee. You can do the same thing with 3 locations to serve you the best coffee in town. Baxter Regional Medical Center main entrance. Follow the COVID-19 guidelines there. Then you got Bomber Boulevard at 7:03 on the computer clock. They'll be getting busy, if not already. Are they lined up down there?
We were
lined
starting
up already at Bomber Boulevard?
They're all lit up. It's nice because you can see it all lit up. Looks like Christmas again.
There you go. And then, of course, 62 East Plaza out by Anytime Fitness. Brewed Awakening's the best coffee in town. Don't take my word for it. Stop by any of the 3 locations. 2 are drive-thrus. One, of course, you got to go into the hospital. You park and walk a little bit and go in. But like Mike says at Brewed Awakening, hey, we are real coffee. Mochas, lattes, frappuccinos, you name it, they've got it. Pumpkin spice, for those that like pumpkin spice, you've got your French vanilla and just about anything you can dream up. And if you like to take some Brewed Awakening coffee home, you can buy a bag of beans, ½ pound, 1 pound, 2 pounds, whatever you want. A little bit more expensive than your coffees at the grocery store, but well worth the extra money. If you got your own coffee bean grinder, you can grind it at home or they'll grind it for you right there at Brewed Awakening. As Mike says, once again, we are real coffee. The freshest roasted coffee beans money can buy in Mountain Home is at Brewed Awakening Coffee. 3 locations to serve you the best coffee in town. They've got, and don't forget, cinnamon rolls, scones, muffins, apple turnovers, cherry turnovers.
Stuff.
Really good stuff.
Good stuff.
The good stuff.
Good stuff, yeah. And so, boy, a cinnamon roll would go good today, wouldn't it? Would be nice. Mike, if you're watching, we're at 1226 Commerce Drive.
There you go.
You deliver, right?
He has before. Anyway, Brewed Awakening Coffee is the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Mike and the staff do a great job at all 3 locations, and they're ready to serve you right now at 7:05 in the morning. Stop by any of the 3 locations. Brewed Awakening Coffee, if you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes, 29 in the state of Arkansas to serve you, 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Here in town, you talk to Bruce, Brad, Charlotte, Chris, anyone there can help you. Whether it be pre-planning or the passing of a family member, friend, loved one, whatever it may be. Roller Funeral Homes, very awesome people. They do a great job caring, loving, and understanding. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect, they bring you the morning prayer. So let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, in my opinion, no one, or should I say no man in his right mind, would ever do any harm to any child or woman. Later on this morning, as we talk about cyberbullying and other topics, I pray that these crimes against our children will stop. It boggles the mind that we should have to spend this much time raising awareness on this topic, but Lord, I pray for the victims. Heal those who have been harmed by some perverted creep. May our laws be strengthened so that the criminal will pay dearly for these unspeakable crimes. And most of all, Lord, protect our children is my prayer today. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
And now,
Here it comes.
dun, dun, dun,
Should've
the
wore a helmet.
weather
Time change affects trumpets, huh?
just makes it better.
Crumpets.
Just makes it better.
Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zdora for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. The website, retiretoarkansas.net. And let's see how much sunlight we got this morning at daylight saving. Well, let's
Yeah, it's a
let's
little,
start
let's
with
fall.
it was
We've
a
got-
little foggy. Yeah, there wasn't going to be much of a shot this morning.
Welcome to the Wall of Fog, brought to you by Cotter, Arkansas, the beautiful White River. Let's take a look at the September shot there so people know what we're looking at there. Cameras mounted in Marion County, Arkansas, looking into Baxter County, Arkansas. Of course, the river separates the 2 counties. The 62-412 bridge to the left side of the screen, you see Contractors Trust on the right-hand side. And the beautiful city of Cotter, Arkansas in Baxter County. The little clearing in front, it's a baseball park, picnic area, railroad museum right there. You can go to retiretoarkansas.net, check out all the listings with Bob and Linda Zdora. Of course, Bob's going to be on here in just a few minutes with This Week in Real Estate and keep you updated on what's going on in the world of real estate in Arkansas and Missouri. And so they're up now for what's that award? The
President's Award.
President's Award, 2 years in a row. That's not the easiest award to win, and they've done it twice, back to back. So congratulations there. The Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zdora for all your real estate needs, 870-405-0793. And like I say, This Week in Real Estate coming up here in just a few minutes. Right now, hey, not bad, 50 in Mountain Home, 44 at Harrison, 51 at Batesville, 43 at Salem, 50 at Calico Rock, 48 at Flippin, 52 at Marshall. Boy, it's going back and forth. West Plains at 43, then around the region, St. Louis at 45, 48 at Poplar Bluff, 48 at Springfield. And in contrast, not bad in Watford City, North Dakota, it's 34 degrees up there. They've had a mild winter up there. Wow. National radar, you see some shower activity on the Oregon-Washington state line there. It stretches all the way down into central California. And so not much going on other than that until you get back into Nebraska, Kansas, and the Dakotas. Then you have some freezing precip up in the Dakotas, back across Minneapolis, well, to the southwest of Minneapolis, in northeast Iowa, into northwest Illinois. This line of shower stretches all the way down into southern Louisiana. And now for Arkansas, if I can zoom in properly. Hang on a minute. Got that little tickle. East of Mountain Home, we got a lot of shower activity here. Jonesboro, Paragould, Walnut Ridge, perhaps Pocahontas, Corning, Arkansas. This affects Interstate 55, Highway 61, Highway 51 in Tennessee, 62-412 East. All the highways east of, say, Pocahontas, Paragould, Jonesboro, and Batesville, or to the west, I should say, is in pretty good shape. Interstate 30 to Texarkana, I-49, 40 basically is going to be clear right now, and so as well 62-412 east and west till you get all the way over to around Pocahontas. Up in Missouri, Poplar Bluff, Cape Girardeau, St. Louis on I-55, I-70, I-44, 64 out of East St. Louis, Illinois, I-70 East. Going to be a lot of rain up there. I-49 out of Joplin in good shape. Springfield and Rolla on I-44. You got good travel conditions there. Boy, Illinois is getting a lot of showers this morning. Wow. Wow.
Farmers alike.
Wow. In Tennessee, you see it from Memphis to Jackson, almost back over to Franklin and Nashville, Tennessee, but it's moving east. All right, here we go. A little bit of a flood watch box north of the Arkansas state line up in Missouri, 7-day forecast. We've got patchy fog and high of 73 today, 72 tomorrow. Wednesday morning, we have a 90% chance of thunder showers with a high of 64, 52 on Thursday, 54 on Friday. Can cool off a little bit. Oh, checking iDrive Arkansas, there was an accident on I-40 east of Little Rock out towards Carlisle, I believe. Now we've got one popped up here on I-40 west. We have an accident mile marker 50, 3.4 miles north of Hartman, reported by Troop J of the Arkansas State Police. And so why are you showing us this? It's 200 miles away. Well, so you know how to navigate the map. You know what these things mean. This right over here is going to be probably a culvert or a bridge issue on Highway 308, but these little markers right here sometimes could be a vehicle fire, sometimes could be an auto accident or something like that. State of Missouri, we're looking good there. Oh, let's go back to iDrive Arkansas. Let's see. Check the fog here real quick. Club Boulevard. Not bad in Mountain Home.
No, in town it's not bad.
Yeah, not bad. That's looking down the hill. You see Clay Maxey Chevrolet right there. Highway 5 North. Towards the hospital, we're in good shape there. A little bit of traffic, but it's all moving pretty well. Yeah, not bad. In Missouri, a lot of flood watch boxes. Joplin, Springfield, Kabul, up near Rolla. So just be careful, mainly on the county roads and state highways in Missouri. That's what all these little icons right here, the half full little marks, those are flooded areas there. So be sure to check your route before you travel. Lakes that come up a little bit, we're at 557 on North Fork. That's 5 feet above the full pool. Bull Shoals is at 660.84. It's basically 2 feet above the full pool there. Pollen index for today, we're at a 6.9 with elm, juniper, and maple. Coronavirus update today, we're not doing too bad. Baxter, Marion, Searcy, Stone, Izzard, and Fulton. We're looking at 81 in Baxter. And after that, Marion with 10, Searcy with 3, Stone with 4, 7 in Izzard, and 9 in Fulton. So we're in single digits in the active realm right here. Still at a 95.5% recovery rate across the 6-county area. And hospitalizations, let's see here. Hospital information, 243 in the state, 116 positive ICU, 55 ventilators in the north central Arkansas area. We're looking at 12 admissions, 8 in ICU with 3 on ventilators. And so we're looking pretty good right now, 95.5% recovery rate as we speak. Crude oil prices dropped a little bit. They're at 65.53. You ain't going to see that at the pump today. Dow Jones Industrial Average closed at 32,778 on Friday, closed up 293 points up. Stim check's going to help the market anyway. All right. The weather, morning updates, and all the good stuff brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zdora for all your real estate needs, 870-405-0793. And we'll take the break and come back with This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora. So stick around. Be right back.
Get the only mower with suspension technology at Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, where they accept mower trade-ins, have flexible financing options, and services all brands and models. That's Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Hi, it's Bob Zdora, the Z-Team at Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredarkansas.net.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with 2 experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town.
Yeah, that's it. It's
717, what do you got for us? Thank you, dear.
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora. Look at this.
Well,
don't leave me out.
I'm not.
she's working her way down the line.
I'm trying to get him.
I can just see you. Not everybody can kiss for Sheila Wingard on the cheek.
Jim didn't even get a kiss this morning.
Oh, there you go. Just make his head just go to.
Time for This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora. Look what I got. We got to share some cookies.
We will.
We'll pass the plate. How's it going in real estate?
It's good. It's good. I mean, it's busy. Yeah.
Better get another kiss on the cheek.
He's gonna introduce her again just to. Thank you, Sheila.
You're welcome.
Thank you, dear.
That's so good. Cool.
Check out the website, retiretoarkansas.net. You got to be busy.
Yes, sir. It's, we're talking to people from all over the place and trying to help them. They want to come. They'll call about a house that they found, especially if they found it. If you're shopping and you're on Zillow or Trulia, don't bother because it's already under contract. Houses, go to our website, retiretoarkansas.net. Has got the current MLS feed. And that's updated like every 15 minutes, I think it is.
Really?
Same thing with Realtor.com. You'll get a much better picture of what's available, and when things come up, you can set up notifications, and you'll get a little ding on your phone and tell you a house just came up that's within the criteria that you set, and which is a good idea in this market because it's busy. I mean, houses are moving along. The houses are getting multiple offers. We're seeing some of that. We're seeing, things. We're seeing stuff from other markets where houses are going. They're taking offers on houses with no contingencies, no inspection, no appraisal. It's like, are you nuts? I mean, you gotta look a little. Yeah, the market's real hot right now, but you gotta look. 2 years from now, you gotta look a little farther up the stream here, and don't get yourself caught up in in a bad situation. The market is active, and so like I say, so some of these markets are just so hot that that's what they're doing just to get the deals done. You know, you're seeing multiple offers on over the listed price. Just an interesting time. So the interest rates are still good. You know, you'll see articles about, oh, the interest rates are going up. The interest rates went up like 1/8 of a point or something. But that's, you know, you need something. If you got so many words that you got to get into a column, you know, twice a week, or the boss gets mad at you, you find stories to write. But in general, the interest rates have still been really good. I mean, and historically, they're still just out of the park. But there was a time when, you know, 7% interest was a good rate for a mortgage, and that was kind of a time where you got a little return on your savings. You know, it just kind of seemed like everything was kind of smooth then, as far as people were able to buy homes, but you were also able to make a little investment. You were able to, like I say, Grandma and Grandpa could live off their CDs a little bit. Different time, but as far as the rates being at 3%, 4% are just tremendous rates. I mean, you're able to do so much more. It's going to affect the biggest problem that we've seen. It's been people that aren't ready to buy. They've been looking maybe, but they're not ready to buy. And you need to be, if you're in this market, you need to be ready to buy. You need to be able to, you need to have your pre-approvals all done. You need to have that letter, not I'll get it. You need to have that letter and incorporate it with the contract when you submit that offer on the home, showing that you can in fact buy the home. Because if people are waiting, well, I may wait and see if somebody else comes along. And you may lose it because you weren't prepared. So you want to be prepared, get ahead of it. And that way, if there's any blemishes on your credit or something like that, where you may get bumped out or your rate may be higher, because that 3% rate, that's based on excellent credit scores and everything else. I mean, not everybody's going to get 2.5%, 3%. You may get 4, which is, like I say, 4.25, depending upon your score. That's what it's based on. So you want to go and get pre-approved to know how much home you can afford. You want to know that if there is an issue, what do you do to get it straightened out? What you may think will help fix your credit score may not be the same thing that the credit bureaus think is going to fix your credit score. Go to local banks, somebody who deals with mortgages. Go see Chris Nassari. Go to someone who does this all the time, and they can tell you it's more important that you pay down this part of your debit instead of worrying about this part over here, because they're rated on different scales as far as what counts towards moving their credit score up or down. So get professional help, and professional help. That's me, professional help, and get somebody who knows what they're doing, somebody who's been doing it for a little while. That always comes in handy. And get yourself in a situation, if you're looking to buy, that you can buy and know what you can buy. That's really so important, that you don't start looking at houses, because the market has pushed the prices up on some of these houses. And when you see, we get first-time home buyers, and it's so difficult for them, because the cost of what would normally have been a first-time home purchase has been pushed up some thousands of dollars, and it's harder for them to get going, and they're not getting, kids now, all those darn kids, now they want granite, and they want stainless, and they want, they don't think about putting the money into the home and build up the equity so that when you buy your next home, then maybe you can look at granite and stainless and whatever the case may be. And that's historically the way the market has worked with first-time home buyers. And so you need to be, especially when you're getting started out, you really need to make sure that you're ready to go, because homes that come in at a range where generally first-time home buyers can afford, they go so fast, and people are buying them.
What happened about 5, 6, 7 years ago when people got in over their heads where the home wasn't worth what the loan was? Can that happen again?
That's the importance of having a good appraisal, and the appraisals have been pretty good with. Sometimes it's frustrating on our end as far as trying to get them through, and we've had homes that maybe didn't appraise. Sometimes the appraisers haven't caught up with the way the market is moving right now as far as what things are selling for, because there's houses that sell for cash
That's what I'm
may not come up and may not go through the banks.
The
That people,
difference between the appraisal and what they're asking could be.
well, there could be a
check.
difference, you're right? And so, and we've had people that have made up the difference out of funds that they had, and they'll make up the difference between what the appraisal is and what they agreed on a purchase price is. That's part of it as well. You don't want to get too far overextended. And we're seeing that in other markets. We haven't really seen much of that here. And the people that got in trouble here, the financing was different then.
Really?
When we had the bubble before, there was like nothing. If you could fog a mirror, as they said, they would give you a loan because it was all backed by these, by the banks and stuff that were just trying to push them out. And by the time they realized how the sausage was being made, it was too late. And we had people that would come to a closing as a purchaser, take a loan out, and get another equity loan on the property that they just bought. And they were walking away with a check. So their equity was gone for literally years to come. But we didn't have anybody, I can say this, we didn't have anybody lose a house that bought a house through us then.
Good.
We made sure that people actually knew what they were getting into, that they actually knew what the ramifications were of this. You'd go on listing appointments then, and they'd say, when they start with, I got to get, that's like, this isn't going to be good. Because that means that they had already taken an equity loan because they were so easy to get, then you could just take an equity loan. They were given 100% equity on these things. And bought a big RV, bought big flat screens, a boat, took a trip to, whatever. And now they don't have any money. We want to buy another house, but we got to pay this one off, and we want to have some money for a down payment. Well, no, you took that. That's what it's called, an equity loan. You took that money out already, and people just didn't because there's no education on that. I mean, that's what we try to do here every week. Give some sort of tips and clues that will make your life a little easier and help you out. But there were some people got hurt with that, where they were just so extended out, and the money was gone.
Got underwater with it.
Yeah.
Well.
So if you're going to stay in the house for a long time, doesn't matter. You're going to be okay. But for people that you just don't know how life is going to go, though.
Yeah.
And we see that too. We get people that all of a sudden they have to go back to Illinois or wherever the case may be, because they have to go take care of mom, or the kids have to take care of them,
taxes in
or
Illinois.
and there's a lot of stuff that goes into that.
Yeah. What's our numbers looking like? I'm anxious to see how we're doing.
We're doing
Now, the week
okay.
will be for the 8th through the 13th. Is that correct?
It's going to be up to Friday. Come on, you.
Oh, Friday on the 12th. Okay.
I don't know why it does that.
Always gets finicky with you
Miracles
last
of
minute.
modern technology, right? You know how this
I've
goes.
never been there. No. No.
Come here. There we go. This week in real estate, there were. Well, that's not right. Time out, folks. Go ahead, Dale. The right week. That's right. That's what we need. It's the right week in real estate.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Yeah. There we go. It came up. It said February 19th. I remember the day, but that was. This week in real estate, there were 50 new listings came on. One commercial property, 14 parcels of land, 35 homes came on the market. They came on in a range from $299,000 to $59,000. And of those 35 homes, 8 of them came up as ACC. Now, this was on Friday. I'm going to guarantee you there's at least 12, 14, 15 of them are under contract by now.
Wow.
Average price coming on the market this week is $144,000. There were 32 sales last week, 3 commercial properties, 8 parcels of land, 21 homes came on. 21 homes sold. They sold in a range from $650,000 to $65,000. The average sale price was $178,000 with 87 days on market.
Goodness.
So, I mean, they were really starting to see that on there. So $3.7 million in residential real estate closed this past week.
3.7?
3.7, yes, sir. 7 properties expired, 16 had price changes. There's 125 pendings. So those are homes that are marching to closing. We got a closing today. We have we got like 6 closings this month. Still in what's left of the month. We're down to, and this number is going to be smaller also. We're currently at 177 homes on the MLS. 62 in Mountain Home, 13 in Bull Shoals, 2 in Cotter. And of that 177, as I say, there's a number that are going to be listed in there 2-3 times because of different ways that the system works. Year to date,
I remember 177 on MLS. 4 or 5 years ago, we had over 1,000.
Yeah, we were pushing 1,000
My
for
goodness,
some
that's good.
time.
Remember, we're doing radio today.
It'll work its way back around. I mean, it's all cyclical, and it'll.
And the 3.7 million, we're coming off of that big snowstorm and everything else, and the COVID, and you're still running almost 4 million a week.
Yeah.
In one week, you had 5.1 or 5.3 came through.
Yeah, we've had a couple big weeks.
Yeah.
Where people are coming down, and we're seeing some of the bigger homes that are selling, and that's really what's making a big difference in that. There's a number of more expensive homes here for this market, especially, and people are coming in going, yeah, I couldn't touch that. I couldn't buy a bungalow for what I can buy that house for on 30 acres with 5 bedrooms. Big difference in the markets and the taxes. Year to date, there's been 160 homes have sold for $26.5 million. Average time on market this year is 96 days. Average sale price is $184. Last year to date, there had been 166 homes that sold for $25 million. 141 days on market, and the average sale price of $151. And you go, boy, that's really a difference. But even if you go back from 19 to 18, 19 was a smoking year. And to come out of 20 the way we were coming out, I mean, we were just really moving forward. The brakes are going to go on in the next couple weeks because we're right at the time when everything got locked down. And there were some closings that didn't go through. We had a few, 2 I think that we had that didn't. The people just, and you couldn't blame anybody because nobody knew what was going on. Those that stayed with it did very well and are happy to be here, and they were able to survive here over the COVID containment, and as opposed to being in other places where they just truly have been confined. And Mom said, go to your room, and she hasn't come by and let you out yet in a lot of these places, and it's just the way it is. So they're coming around, and the economy's coming around, and it's going to get busier. More people are going to want to come here because their markets are going to start to warm up a little bit. Spring is always a buy time. And the kids are,
and those that may be retiring later on, pre-planning.
People that are looking to retire. They know they're going to retire in the next couple of years, so they think we'll buy something and then we'll rent it out or whatever the case may be. Parents that are frustrated with their school systems want to come because we were open, and when we weren't open, we were able to provide such a better product for these kids than they were in these other markets. When you see what's going on in Chicago and the big cities, where these teachers' unions have just totally taken over the whole deal. And kids, that's who we're supposed to be taking care of is the kids.
Look,
teaching.
We got Yellville and Cotter and Gassville
the whole,
and Flippin and
sure,
Mountain
our whole
Home
system
Norfolk,
up here is
and
just
Viola.
Then you got
Salem.
a group of people that temporarily everybody went home and started working from the house, and they realized that may be a permanent thing now, so they can go anywhere they want. You know, and they can get out of those cities, and they can and still keeping their job and still doing everything they need to do from the house.
Big difference. I read a thing over the weekend. There are 5. It's a Willis Tower now, but 5 Willis Sears Towers worth of empty offices sitting in the loop in Chicago, and I'm sure it's the same in New York and LA and any other big city. But 5 Sears Towers worth. I mean, it's
phone number, location.
Give my honey a call. She's at 870-405-0793. The website is retiredtoarkansas.net. Let us give you a hand. If you're going to move, you're thinking about it, you're trying to get some ideas, we're here to help you out. And we do a very good job of helping people make that decision. And if you're coming in, we're here to help you find the right home for the right time of your life. And it sounds like there aren't a lot, but we've still managed to get people in the homes. You still, and the importance of working with the realtor just cannot be overstated, especially if you're buying. And some of the for sale by owners, they go, well, I'm just going to buy up. Please protect yourself on this. I just cannot overstate that. And It may cost you a couple bucks if we can't work something out with the seller, but cover your bases and give us a call and we'll get you through the process. So at the end of the day, you'll be much happier. 870-405-0793.
Coming up, Missy Monday.
And I
We're
get
going to be
to
right
have my
back.
cookie.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we're here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Hi, I'm Benny with Ammo Dump.
At Ammo Dump, they carry new and used firearms, large supply of shotguns, rifles, and handguns. Ammo Dump will buy, sell, or trade in your item and can special order whatever you like. They also have knives, scopes, ammo of any caliber, and provide gun cleaning and restoration. Call them today for the best competitive pricing around.
If I don't have it or can't get it because they don't make it, come and see us.
That's Ammo Dump, located next to Woodman's Package in Norfolk. Baby, it's cold outside, but it's never too cold for ice cream. And what better way to get ice cream is for it to come to you. Paradise Cream is coming to your town. Coming to Yellville Thursdays, Full Shoals on Fridays, and Gassville on Saturdays, as well as open at their Mountain Home location next to Ramada Inn. With over 20 unique flavors in stock like German chocolate cake or sea salt caramel. It's always homemade and delicious. Paradise Cream has something for everyone and also carries dairy-free and vegan ice cream options. Paradise Cream, you're on your way to paradise.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Get the
And it's time for Missing Monday, and I got to get my sheet out real quick so I can tell you our fine sponsors. It's brought to you by People That Care. We have Connecticut Water Systems and J. Chafin State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Happy Lawn Care, LLC, and they are proudly insured by J. Chafin Insurance. And Wingard Photography. Our good friend Sheila Wingard is here today as one of our sponsors, and of course, St. Peter the Fisherman Catholic Church. Brent?
Man, I'm just sitting here thinking about all these cookies that was brought in, and I see watching those commercials of Ladies Cafeteria and Paradise Ice Cream. I'm full.
There you go. Genevieve, we want to introduce Sheila Wingard. She's one of our sponsors on Missing Monday, and we're inviting the sponsors in to sit in because there's a lot of information and, of course, bringing the awareness of what we've been talking about. And so I'm going to let you and Brent and Sheila take it away. Brent?
Okay. I know in the past couple of weeks we've been talking about bullying and cyberbullying, and I thought we probably need to discuss on how can we prevent this. What can a child do, or what can parents do to stop this in their home or even at school?
Well, we talked last week, Brent. Genevieve said that, what was it that we have firewalls at the school, but it don't protect the kids at home.
Right. Right. And a lot of people don't realize, too, that by law, you know, if you have cyberbullying going on at home or anything like that, that the schools can jump in.
Oh, really?
Yes. The laws do protect the children, that the children bring this to school, and it becomes a problem with the school. So the laws do protect the teachers and the staff at the schools to intervene. So I'm going to let Genevie jump in here and see what she can add to this.
Can she hear us?
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
Good.
Good morning.
I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, doing good.
Hey, good morning. Good. I think we're having some technical difficulties, some internet lag or something going on this morning.
That's rare.
Yeah, they're dragging on this side.
So prevention, yeah, right. Some prevention tips for parents and schools is really a lot of education for kids and adults as well. For cyberbullying, understanding exactly the things that kids can use to get on the internet is huge. A lot of times parents don't realize the numerous ways that kids get on the internet besides just using a computer or, you know, their laptop, a cell phone, that kind of thing. Most game goals allow kids to get on the now. You can use iPods, which sounds a little ancient these days, but iPods can get on the internet. They can use e-readers, get on the internet. There's certain options, and then understanding, you know, how many apps and forums there are out there, which there's too many to name off, and they're changing daily. But there's just so.
We don't normally have this kind of issue on the internet.
So cyberbullying is just limitless, and it's unfortunate to have these avenues and venues that they can use for something like that. But parents need to be aware of what their kids are doing. What apps are they on? What devices are they on? Who are they talking to? Because the sad thing about cyberbullying is it doesn't end. You don't go home and get away from it like you do if it's bullying on a playground. So being aware of what your kids are doing, staying online is huge. All of the ways that they can get online. Taking away a laptop or a phone as a punishment because maybe they've gotten in trouble for something like that doesn't stop them from getting online necessarily. Turning off the internet at your house at a certain time doesn't stop them from getting on the internet because now you don't even have to have that to get online. So really education is key for both the parents and then just talking to your kids about scenarios. What's going on at school and what did you think about that situation? How would you have handled it? What would you say? And then talking about the consequences of actions. If they do participate in bullying or cyberbullying, what does that mean for them? What are the consequences, not only maybe in your household or but legally, because there are some serious legal consequences for that.
Sheila, you're in and out of a lot of schools.
I am.
And can you see character traits in kids?
Oh, most definitely.
Really?
Most definitely, yes. You can tell the kids that have had a hard morning. It's you know, and I'll have to say, in most of my schools that are in the state of Arkansas, the schools seem to have a good, or what appears to be a good grip on bullying. You see the signs and everything. But when you get down, when you're there photographing 600 to 900 students, you can tell those that have had a bad morning, or that struggle, and it's pretty sad. I mean,
see it in their eyes.
You can see it in their eyes. Their demeanor when they come up to get a picture. Yeah, it's, you see a lot. And my guys, my photographers probably see more because they're there every day at different schools. You know, we average 3 schools a day photographing with, you know, 6 photographers, and I've had my photographers go and buy them a lunch. I've had them go and buy them a new pair of shoes because, I mean, and that comes out of, I mean, unless they tell me, but a lot of my guys will just go and do it themselves. They don't want the recognition. You know, they want to help the student. And then sometimes a child will offer a bit of information that is way out of our realm. I mean, you know, it's just amazing because we do public schools, we do private schools, you know, where you pay quite a bit of, but still, there's something in every school. There truly is. And I will have to say that, you know, for the most part, I see the schools trying to help students. I mean, they just seem to have...
They can do so much, though.
Right.
Only do so much.
Right. But you can tell that the schools are there to help. Most of the administrators, the teachers that I deal with, do care. I mean, they do. But
yes, they do.
Their hands are kind of tied.
Yep.
So
she sees it firsthand, Genevie. You know.
Yeah, and it is sad.
Yeah.
And just in our community alone, too, though, Dale. I mean, you know, I'm involved with the Salvation Army, and yeah, it's.
I forgot about that.
And it's
sad but true.
It is when you stop and think about, you know, our own community with homeless, and, you know, at Thanksgiving we didn't get to do the traditional, you know, everybody come in and we serve you. We had to do the drive-through, and we did over 700 meals. So, you know, our own community suffers from neglect.
Genevieve? Did we lose her?
I think she's having some major lag here. Major internet issues down there.
We can't. Can you send her a text, tell her to reboot? We'll take a quick break, have her reboot that computer and come back.
Okay.
You want to do that? Want to do that, Scooter?
We can try.
Yeah, we'll try that and have her reboot and relog into the system here.
Okay.
So we're going to take a break, Genevieve. We'll be right back. Let you reboot the system. Brent's going to send you a text here real quick.
Get the only mower with suspension technology at Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, where they accept mower trade-ins, have flexible financing options, and services all brands and models. That's Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Hi, it's Bob Zdora, the Z Team at Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredarkansas.net.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family.
Okay, we'll try again, Genevieve. Can you hear us okay? Apparently not. Well, I tell you what, you never know about the internet. Sometimes, I mean, it's normally really, really good, and just sometimes it just locks up. So
maybe we need to move off of Mondays.
Especially after the time change.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the deal right there.
Yeah. Maybe it needs to be missing Wednesday.
Well, I mean, that internet is locked up tight over there.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
Well, Brent, let's go ahead and.
I'm going to go ahead and click off of her. Unfortunately, we don't have anything on her. So.
Yeah, just tell her it's locked up.
Okay.
Yeah. Normally we just have the best connection between here and Fort Smith, but I don't know what it did, But anyway, the Morgan Nick Foundation, and of course Sheila Wingard's our sponsor here on Missing Monday, one of our many good sponsors here, and we're talking about cyberbullying, and
I can jump in and do, and try to do this. I don't know what else she had planned to talk about, but obviously we want to make sure that the victims of bullying know that it's not their fault. A lot of them feel like they're the ones to be blamed, because they're getting blamed for whether it's at home, whether it's at school. The bully is blaming them for something, obviously, and then making the attacks. So, we need to make sure that the victims know that they're not the ones at fault. And we really need to protect them. And the reason why I always talk about the schools, because the schools deal with a lot of the bullying. Whether it's a bully or a cyberbully. Of course, cyberbullying is very similar, but more dangerous. For the fact is that you've got a person that's hiding behind a computer, basically, and they feel they're invincible. But what I do ask, and this goes towards the teachers and staffs of schools, is that look, don't tell the child that it's tattletaling. Follow through, and that it's not telling on somebody, because you really don't know what the situation is until you really investigate.
And look how much we've put on the administration to be police.
Right. But the problem is that if it is happening at home and they're bringing it to school, it's only going to fester and get worse.
I think we've got an internet connection corrected here, Genevie. It's looking better.
I see movement.
Yeah.
It's getting.
The audio is coming through faster than the video, so you can go ahead and talk. We can hear you.
Yeah, I've got really bad computer lag this morning, internet lag. We've got kind of yucky weather down here this morning, so I guess maybe that's part of the problem. But yeah, Brent's exactly right. So much of it happens really around school and school-related events or activities and kids that are in school, that it is unfortunately a huge responsibility of the school system. But it's also a huge responsibility for parents that really need to monitor what's going on in a situation. And like I said, what is my kid doing when they're online? What are they saying? Who are they talking to? How are they responding? What apps are they using? Because lots of times they'll go use an app for privacy, and they can delete things so that it can't be, read or looked at again. So there's a lot of responsibility on parents to know what's going on, especially if there's some situations with some kids. Be responsible and find out how that's playing out. What is my child's role in it? It's a very tumultuous situation at times that can arise, and we want to prevent that from happening. And the sad part is with internet cyberbullying type stuff, is it's just so ongoing. It's hard to find a stopping point.
Don't you all agree, everybody,
it just is
think that the guy or the person
and children and what's going on in their lives daily when that's a continuing thing. Do what?
The one doing the bullying is probably the one with the self-esteem issue. They always, got to look tough, so you got to prove how tough you are to someone smaller, but it's more of a self-esteem, don't you think?
And I'm a firm believer that it's a learned trait too. That's because that's the way they were treated.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
I guess what really concerns me as a I don't have any children at home anymore, but for grandchildren, like grandparents that are having to raise their grandchildren, how do they keep up with all of this? I mean, apps that hide things. I would not be a good parent right now, because I don't know all the ins and outs of what's out there. So, and I'm sure that they have to do a lot of educating for grandparents that are raising grandchildren. I couldn't imagine.
Well, and then I was, a couple of years ago, went to the thing at Mount High School called Hidden in Plain Sight. Somewhere around here, looks like a little highlighter, but you pull apart, it's a meth pipe. They had baseball caps, chapstick tubes, water bottles, and even women's undergarments where you could hide pills. Yeah, so I'm sure Genevieve's aware of that as well. So, did the internet lock up again over there? We're locked up?
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a volume now.
There's no signs of life.
There's not a sign of life. I'm going to go ahead.
It's just the best internet connection on Mondays,
I'm going to take her off because I think we've lost all function of life now.
Oh, man.
But, in spite of the internet situation this morning, we did a little program back in 18 or 19. I forgot what year we did it. I think we broadcasted 19. We lost a young lady due to bullying in Flippin, Arkansas. She took her own life, 14 years old, Carlene Elliott. And she got it at school, got it at church, got it online. It's just bang, 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 just hit after hit after hit. She couldn't take it.
And unfortunately, that happens a lot, And people may think, why are we talking about bullying and cyberbullying? Well, the reason why we talk about this is because it's a major factor in kids that run away from home.
Yes.
They run away, they're trying to run away from the situation.
Try to get out.
And they don't realize that just because they're running away does not mean the situation is still not there. Matter of fact, it even gets worse as they go out. Then they become potential targets for human trafficking. And of course, 5,000 runaways on the streets die every year. And it's just they
once
just
they
go
get
from
into the human sex trafficking issue, the average lifespan's 2 years.
Right, that's correct.
And some of the girls are 12 years old.
Right.
And I just, we had David Etheridge with Grandma's House here from Harrison. We're going to have, I think a week from tomorrow, we got another round of this to talk about with Grandma's House. But I can't imagine what the victims go through. 12, 13, 14-year-old girls, 15-year-old girls. It's nauseating.
Yeah, I mean, it's a total terror. They just they go through an experience that it's really indescribable. It's just and of course, when I talk to Genevie about this, I always say, look, it leaves a lasting scar that never goes away.
Yep, that's true.
You can always treat it, but the scar's still there.
Always there. Real quick, I'm going to plug Sheila Wingard Photography. Thank you for your sponsorship. Can you come back next Monday?
You bet.
Okay. I'd like to get sponsored at least twice.
Maybe we'll have internet.
Apologize for the internet connection. Normally, Genevie, it's spotless. This first time we've had this kind of issues, but normally it's just spotless. Brent Weaver, thanks. Scooter directing, Bob Zdora for being here this week in Rosa. Of course, Sheila Wingard Photography, one of our sponsors on Missing Monday. And I'm looking forward to the warm temperatures this week.
Oh, me
It's gonna be
too.
nice.
Maybe we can get some more house built.
We got to run. We're out of time. See you tomorrow.